This is Eddie Hearn, Matchroom Boxing. You are watching Sporting Icons. You don't need to be anywhere else.
Okay, so I'm seeing a lot of the predictable comments after Anthony Joshua defeated Jermaine Franklin on points over 12 rounds. Dominant performance. For me, he won all 12 rounds. Some people were saying 11-1, but either way, dominant performance, right? Now, even before the fight, and I'm seeing it after as well, with people saying how Anthony Joshua should have got rid of this guy. This guy is no good. This guy's a cab driver, blah, 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 blah. So let me explain something to you about Jermaine Franklin. And I know a lot of you will understand this, but there are some minorities who won't get it because they don't want to get it, because they don't actually understand boxing. They don't. All they know is they don't like Anthony Joshua. That's the reality. Damned if you do, damned if you don't. Had Anthony Joshua stopped Jermaine Franklin in 3 rounds or whatever, well, that's what he's supposed to do. Jermaine Franklin's a bum. Go past 3 rounds. Oh, well, Anthony Joshua's washed up. That's what they're going to go with. But let me point out a few things. As facts, by the way. Not my opinion, but facts. Tyson Fury. He had Jermaine Franklin in his gym before the Dillian Whyte fight. As in before Jermaine Franklin fought Dillian Whyte. And Tyson Fury said that Jermaine Franklin is a top contender. Watch this guy. He's good. He's a serious contender. Okay? There's that one, okay? So I know that goes against some people's narrative, but here's also some realities, okay? So who's Jermaine Franklin? Well, Jermaine Franklin, okay, he hasn't always looked good in some of his fights. He hasn't. And some fighters do fight to the level of their opposition. They do. Either way, he's got a win over Jerry Forrest. Who's Jerry Forrest? Well, Jerry Forrest is a guy who got officially a draw with Zhilei Zhang. Officially a draw with Michael Hunter, where most people who watch those 2 fights, myself included, believe that Jerry Forrest defeated Michael Hunter and defeated Zhilei Zhang. Michael Hunter dominated and knocked out Martin Bakole, went the distance with Alexander Povetkin, went the distance with Alexander Usyk. Zhilei Zhang is now fighting Joe Joyce. But I'm not seeing the same energy to people saying how Joe Joyce is fighting Zhilei Zhang. Even though Zhilei Zhang, okay, what? Most people feel he defeated Filip Perkovic. Okay. But where's the same energy? Because a lot of people are saying how Joe Joyce defeats Anthony Joshua, right? But yet, quite clearly, based on what I've just told you with the whole Jerry Forrest situation, Jermaine Franklin is a better opponent than Zhilei Zhang, right? But nobody's criticising Joe Joyce, a guy who apparently is going to kill everybody in their beds. You know, he's the next Michael Myers, the next Jason Voorhees, Freddy Krueger. Okay? But Joe Joyce is taking on Zhilei Zhang, a guy who Jerry Forrest beat and got screwed to a draw. Jermaine Franklin beat Jerry Forrest. Jermaine Franklin, where people are saying how if Anthony Joshua doesn't knock out Jermaine Franklin and put on a clinical display and dominate him and get him out of there, then clearly he's washed up, he's no good, he should retire and all this kind of stuff. But again, based on what? Has Jermaine Franklin ever been knocked out? No, he hasn't. So what exactly are people basing it on? Why is it that people hold Anthony Joshua to a certain standard but don't hold other people to the same standard? They just don't. Okay? Everything that I've just told you right now, it's not my opinion, it's a fact. Okay, you can hate because Anthony Joshua went the distance with Jermaine Franklin. So what? His first fight under Derek James. What exactly did you expect? I was hoping for a knockout. I predicted a knockout. Did I know he was going to come? No, but I also said that it doesn't matter how he wins, as long as he wins. If it's scrappy, if it's ugly, if it's a close fight, get the win. But he dominated. Hit Jermaine Franklin with a kitchen sink at times, and Jermaine Franklin kept coming forward. That shows that he is a very durable, tough man. And if you can't see that, if you can't admit that, that says more about you and your boxing knowledge. Sorry about that. Catch you next video. Subscribe.